Thanks for tuning in. I, Red Pill Rickster. It's the Mr. Show. Conversations that add value. Tune in right here. Log on. Remember to like and subscribe. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right, this show here today, I want to ask a question. When is life considered life? Is it from the inception? The day of inception, like, the day when you all made it together? Is that when it's considered life? Or when the baby's born? Or is it when the baby starts developing human limbs and organs as a fetus? When is life actually life? All right, we're going to get right into it right here on the Mr. Show. Yo, it's not a laughing matter, yo. Call in the dogs. Let's get going. Let's get going right now. When is it no longer, a baby? Right.
My poster reads, "Life begins when you understand living women matter more than potential babies."
If it's a potential baby, what is inside of a woman?
It's a fetus?
Is it living?
No.
How can it grow if it's not living?
Actually, that's like saying if an acorn is a tree.
When does the fetus become living?
That's actually a good question, but that line...
Yeah, of course, because you don't know it, because it's living.
You actively deny science.
What science did I deny, Darby?
That it's a child inside of you. It is a clump of cells.
I'm a clump of cells. What makes me different? When does this clump of cells or fetus become living?
When it can sustain its own life.
When is sustainability? My newborns aren't...
She has to look to the crowd for some help on that one. This lady is scorching her. Let's go.
Its own life.
When is sustainability? My newborns aren't sustainable. You can't just have a newborn and they just live on their own. Is a newborn not worthy of life?
Great, absolutely great analogy point right there about a newborn.
Live on their own. Is a newborn not worthy of life?
She's lucky that she didn't have to name 10 books, and I bet you she would have said Games of Thrones.
On a person's...
Stop. Now, this is Living the Life in Abundance podcast. Shout out to that guy right there. He's really got some really good editing. He's got some really good things to say. But I believe that this woman was right on point, and I ain't done yet, right? Because there's a lot of ladies out there, and if you really want to trigger a woman and get her upset, tell her she's got daddy issues. Now, this right here is all about daddy issues and how daddy issues formulate in a woman's mind. Yeah, and it makes her actually lose her mind and maybe actually go through some serious problems that she might have to get some therapy for. But you can't tell a woman that, right? You got to have on a white jacket with a doctorate to tell a woman that she got to get some therapy. All right, so check this out. What, daddy issues?
Mental health and relationships.
Check this out.
What are daddy issues?
All right.
According to licensed mental health counselor Bisma Anwar, the concept of daddy issues refers to the psychological effects of a strained or absent father figure relationship on a person's mental health and relationships. Psychology labels daddy issues as the father complex. The term
Another name for daddy issues? You don't want to know the other name for daddy issues. Eh? You want to know our next name for daddy issues?
Emotional, damn it!
Stop. Jesus Christ, Ricky. You're wicked. Come again, because people don't even know that this is some serious stuff, this daddy issues. All right? All right, so we're getting right back into it. What are these daddy issues? Let's go.
describes problems in adulthood that strained or absent father figure theory of the
Some studies from Sigmund Freud and all of these, what you call them, doctors and all of these. But we see the effect of daddy issues in the hood and on the streets, right? Being promiscuous, right? Promiscuosity. I know the word, people. So, like, that is something that is a side effect of daddy issues, is a woman being promiscuous, and then in turn, it doesn't allow her to be chosen for marriage, and they end up being just baby mamas, you know? Promiscuous, disgruntled baby mamas with daddy issues, father complex. Can happen to men as well. I think they turn violent, maybe incels. I don't know. All right, let's get right into it. Daddy issues, father complex, whatever you want to call it. Here we go. Now, I don't like the fact that we always use these Sigmund Freuds and we always use these. What about people who grow up in these situations? Did Sigmund Freud have daddy issues? Like, so I don't like when I hear things like this. But let's go on. We were taught this in school, and I just feel like it's wrong, yo. Let's keep going, yo.
ancient Greek play, in which Oedipus unknowingly kills his father and marries his mother. Freud used this theory to
Like right away, you hear that sickness? You hear that sickness? Right? He kills his thing and marries his. Like, come on, bro. He unalives his and like, come on, bro.
the Oedipus in your adult relationships.
All right, but like who in their adult relationships does not struggle in one way or the other? And there's many people in prison. There's many mental rehab cases that are affecting people who grew up with both parents. Would you say? Would you say, people? Leave me some messages in the comments. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I like what's being said. I don't agree with everything being said, but let's keep going.
Mental and emotional development. Did you have a strained or unhealthy connection with your father? If so, you may struggle with some difficulties
You see there? You see there? This is what we talk about as men.
Emotional damage. Emotional damage.
And that's what we truly talking about as men when we say that women have emotional damage. It's not a joke, bro.
marrying daddy. Women behavior on women.
Emotional damage. Emotional damage.
I'm telling you, a lot of these girls are emotionally damaged. So ladies, you got to think about it like this. If you're keeping the father away from the kids, right? If you're doing that intentionally, you are intentionally setting up your daughter to be what?
Emotional damage.
Damaged. You have to understand that piece there. Yeah, you can. Every action has a reaction. See, and every bad move that you make has a consequence. Just like how every good and hard working move you make, you reap what you sow. You understand?
Fathers and
Yeah, those are the Columbine shoes.
struggled with approval.
And you are not alone. Remember that. You are not alone. And that's real talk still. So that daddy issues is a real issue. So you can check out this video right here. Like and subscribe. And check out the last video. It has some of the earlier piece of that daddy issues conversation if you were interested. But sometimes I like to bring that statistical type of just a straight factual based type of a thing, because a lot of things I speak about are coming from my experiences and from people that I know and from traveling around the planet and being in the music industry. You see a lot of things, and I'm very socialized in terms of out there in the industry. So I see some things, so I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to bring videos that can talk about it for me. But thanks for tuning in right here. It's the Mr. Show with I, Red Pill Rickster. Conversations that add value.